What's up, brother?
What's got going on over there?
Just looking over some data, making some educated decisions. That's why I have the educated guy over here.
The education over here.
And not me with the crazy shit.
Oh, it's going on.
But we lost oil pressure on that pass. It killed it on the track. That's why we barely got off the track. Oil pressure light started yelling at me. Well, it ended up being the sensor. So
okay,
we got that fixed. Good to go.
All right, so that's not bad. Now, what about you finally got some post-street competition?
I know, I love it.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
like a couple people in the fours. People
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, Philip set the 48 record. They went a 492. That's the 48 RE record. And then Kato went a 95. Yeah, nipping on my heels a little bit.
I'm excited for you because I'm like, all right, now he's gonna get focused. Like, I mean, now you're not focused, but you know what I mean.
Not as serious.
Right. You could be a little more relaxed, but
yeah, now we're gonna get serious with it. So we already made our change up that we wanted to make as far as shifting goes. He's gonna figure some stuff out, and we're gonna make it hopefully go faster. Hopefully it'll go a middle 70 on the next pass.
Oh yeah. When do you guys have qualifying to?
Like 4:30, I think they said.
Okay, so we still got a little bit of time.
Yeah, a little while, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good because this thing needs to cool down. So.
Oh yeah.
It'd be nice just to let it cool, and I feel a lot better.
Damn right. We'll get after it, brother.
Yes, sir.
To thank my sponsors, Sunny D, Maverick Motorsports. We got Matthews Archery, King Speed for their A enriches. We got Lenovo laptops putting in work over here. Motec, SNS. What's up, brother?
I mean, really, what's up? You came out to ODSS.
Yeah.
Q1, and you guys have found some power.
Yeah, and to be honest, it was down a little bit from our previous pass, and I don't really know why. I'm just kind of going over data and stuff, but we were having some issues with spool up because the DA was so good today. Like this morning it was like 1,300 feet, and in the last test session it was like 4,800. So like I've got the truck set up for summertime racing, not fall time racing. Believe it or not, there's a difference. Spool jets were like way too big, so we backed them down, then I went too far, didn't spool, and then it was hot, so we're trying to cool it down. The battery's almost dead. It was stressful. So we get to the staging lanes, and I was like borderline just pushing it back to the pits and being like, let's just get it figured out for Q2. And then I sat there and waited, and everything got cooled down. I'm like, whatever, we'll just see what happens. So we've almost got our 60 foot back. We went 127. We usually go 24, 25. It's a little bit slow through the middle, but then it picked up out the back. So. And it is intentional. When we put the new short block in, we went to the correct piston bowl. So now we have a small bowl injector and a small bowl piston, where before we had a large bowl piston. So we were down on power. We swapped over to the small bowl stuff, and just immediately, like out of the gate, we had 500 more horsepower. Our fastest mile an hour ever before this engine was 149. We went 158.6 with this engine, so almost 10 mile an hour just changing the short block. So when we did that, we ran into an issue where now we have a bunch of power, but it was hard to get it down the track. So we're trying to ease back towards the 60 foot and get all of our mid numbers back to go along with the mile an hour. So I didn't see what Justin mile an hour, but he went 485, and then Philip went 492. So
I'm excited to see a bunch of Pro Street trucks.
I know, like we just had 3 trucks qualify with 4s. We had a 480 and 2 490s. The last time that happened was when it was, I don't think we ever had 3. No. 2. It was always like Johnny and Levon, or then it was Johnny and Josh. No, Derek. We had Derek. It was Derek, Johnny, and Josh would run 480s, 490s, and it made it fun to watch for sure.
It is. I also, how do you feel about with it being UCC, like qualifying and going in pairs as opposed to individuals?
I don't mind. Like as far as like nerves and stuff go, it doesn't bother me. I don't care. It's a race. Like we went 070 on the tree, and I was like not trying to kill it. It was just like just cut a light and go. So it doesn't matter. It is nice going singles though, because it takes out that equation. You don't have to worry about burning the other guy down or being burned down. You roll in when you want to roll in. You make your pass. You get your number. You come back, cool it down. I don't particularly care, other than like if somebody's really trying to get after it or it's a new setup. There's some nerves for me because of the other person, not because of me.
Right.
Not saying that we couldn't have something go wrong, but generally speaking, we go A to B pretty consistent. So, but other than that, I mean, we raced Zach Pierce in the Ford. I mean, it was a good run. He went like a 5:18, which is the fastest he's ever been, and we went a 4:95. So like, it was a good. You know, I don't know where he was, but I mean, it had to have been fairly side by side. So yeah, I mean, it's fun. I don't mind it.
What's the game plan for qualifying this?
Like I said, we're just kind of easing things back towards the starting line. So like we weren't all in on power or nitrous until like 3.5 seconds, which is after half track. I'd like to be all in by like 2.7, but I'm not gonna just throw that at it. Like we're gonna go from 3.5 to like 3.3. What do we pick up? We'll just keep making incremental changes to try to get our front numbers back to go with the mile an hour. That's where we're at. So we're just working on making changes. Everything's cooled down. We've got another, sounds like maybe a couple hours yet before we run again. So hopefully the R-word stuff doesn't come tomorrow, but it sounds like it will. So we'll sit around, hang out tomorrow and look at more data and then get a game plan for Sunday more than likely. Yeah, so far good weekend. And then Audrey in my red truck, she went 774. Backstory, she's 16, running my truck that started everything for me.
Hell yeah.
So I ran 770 and 1190 in NHRDA years ago in it.
Right.
And so it's kind of come full circle because she was 2 when I was doing that. And now she's 16 in the same truck running 770. So she went a 74. From what I saw, she's like number 3 or number 4 qualifier. She's 5th in points right now. So yeah, she's getting it figured out. So that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Yep. So that's what we're doing. We're just hanging out now. Gonna have a sandwich, drink some Sunny D.
Sunny D.
Sunny D?
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
New speed record, 161.25. A to B, 541, 130.12. .6, 118.76 for Jesse Harris. .646.5, 113. Some of the stuff he's able to turn out with wood is unbelievable. Skilled craftsman. Dancing around and through lights he goes, 5:02.8, 143.02 miles an hour. And the beans on the Takes 2,000 jobs.
Dude, you ain't having fun. Well, I told you I was going over 160. He goes, oh yeah. He goes, it was losing quite tired. And then it went a tire shake, and I was like, just get back in the groove, bitch. We'll get out of this.
You never have to correct it. I saw you about the 60 foot. You corrected back in the middle of the track. It wanted to lose it bad.
Oh yeah, it wanted to lose the tire bad.
But
which is crazy because the same power ramp, everything's the same.
Yeah, but
just a little bit of heat.
Yeah. You know?
I haven't even pulled the log yet. I literally.
It looked like any upset was in the tire. The tire was absorbing the upset.
On rails to a 478.1, 161.46, new speed record. Down at the turnout.
Oh, we went out, we were only gonna make a 330 hit. I decided that if it felt good, we were gonna run it out, and it felt phenomenal. I mean, it felt like the best passes ever made. Lockup came on beautifully, and the truck just hunkered down and went to work, and I knew we were on a lick. So I ran it out, went 470 something at almost 162 miles an hour, which reset the mile per hour record again. I lifted, just let it coast like I normally do, just rolling out, started smelling fuel, got on the radio, told the guys, hey, I smell fuel, I'm gonna kill this thing and get it off the track. As soon as I let go of the button, we were on fire. It was a lot of flames really fast. So yeah, I finally got the 160 mile an hour monkey off my back, and then I burned my truck to the ground, so.
Well, the important thing is you're all right.
Yeah.
Truck, there ain't another you.
Right.
But like racers and like anybody, I know you're probably already thinking about, all right, now we need to do this, and this. And
oh yeah, we're gonna try to do it. Make the next race. All depends on if we can make it happen. I'm gonna make the next race. I got 30 days. I'll get the engine out tomorrow and start really assessing everything. Probably have Drew check the engine out. Have her also check trans out. And I'll tear apart the Neil Chance converter and just check it and just give everything a good look over once over. And actually, he's gonna build us a new harness, and I'll see if the boys at Fire Punk can help me replumb it and make it the next race, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, all the wiring, all the plumbing is pretty much gone. Gamble we take had we figured out what it was. It had injection line break, a lot of high pressure fuel really fast. It is what it is. Yeah, for now we're gonna go up and watch the rest of the pro guys and cheer on our buddies and hope for the best for them and get back, lick our wounds, and get after it.
What's up?
The truck has been flying, dog.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm impressed myself, to be honest with you.
Has it been relentless work?
It has been absolutely relentless work. Nothing but late nights and early mornings and turning wrenches.
I think that
A lot of testing.
Yeah.
A lot of mistakes to get to this point, but it's been pretty smooth this weekend so far. So.
And this is probably one of the best stages to come out.
This is an awesome stage to perform like this weekend.
Yeah. Now,
I'm ecstatic.
Was that personal best?
That was personal best and fastest the truck's ever been.
So now you guys in Pro Street, unfortunately, Ziegler's not going to be running Pro Street.
Unfortunately.
It sucks because this has been like the most competitive the class has been.
Yes.
And I think it's really going to shake things up as the year goes on. You guys are
We're just now starting to lean into it real good and learning the truck and learning the chassis and little changes here and there, and it's all been doing like it should so far. So we're gonna break the beams this next pass. This we do have the bye, unfortunately, because Ziegler's out, and see if we can't put it in the fours in the finals.
I like your stuff. Go get it. How has your weekend been?
It's been pretty good, actually. It's been really good. Of course, we got rained out yesterday, but we're back to racing today. And we're slowly turning the wick up and being careful with it. We actually turned it back down this morning just a little bit because we didn't know exactly where the track was at. We should move pretty quick now, just slowly. We're not trying to crank it all the way up and do something stupid. So, but overall, very successful weekend.
And was it personal best this weekend? A 5.0?
It was. I won a personal best of 5.02. Yes.
02.
Yes, at 143. So.
How does that feel? I mean, I know that you guys have had your challenges and struggles, and like now it seems like things are really coming around, and you guys have been putting the effort, and it's paying off. Like, how does that payoff feel?
It felt really good. Even though it wasn't the straightest pass, which we're trying to work on, it was a lot of power, and seat of the pants power, the feel of it was incredible. That was neat. It feels really good to just be back in the seat and enjoying it and not, sitting there waiting. When is my truck? When am I gonna get my truck back and all that? So I'm enjoying it. I really am.
How do you feel competing in the class this weekend?
It really tests you. This is the right way to win. I like winning when it's close. You win by happen chance or somebody spun or something like that. It's not as enjoyable, and so that's part of the fun. Is we've got tight competition. I think the last three here in the semifinals is that we're all running within a tenth of each other. So. That's going to be a really good race here in the next two rounds.
Well, we've only made 2 passes, came off the trailer, made personal best. Didn't see the need to run any more after that. So first round, pulled some power out of it, made sure it went down through, get the W. Now we're going to swing for the fences.
All right. It seems like everybody has had a lot of like personal best this weekend. Like,
yeah, track's awesome, air's good. It's horsepower weather.
It's horsepower weather, but it's also the amount of work that you guys have been putting in.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're like, I wouldn't say midway through the year, but you know what I mean? We're getting there.
Yeah, everybody's more tested, has a better idea what the truck does. So you come out here and you hope for the best, and if it's happy, swing for the fence and go for that PB.
Damn right. Now with the Pro Street class being this weekend like the most competitive I think I've ever really seen it, does it put an extra pressure on you? Or?
I mean, it definitely does. Being this many trucks, you have to make that many passes, and obviously nobody wants to go out there and make 3,000 horsepower passes every single pass. You're gonna break something.
Yeah.
So if you can make passes, be competitive, not completely try to kill it every pass, you can make it through, but obviously it is stressful.
Who are you racing in this round?
Nathan.
Nathan, all right.
TSD on TSD crime.
I like it. I like it. So you said you're gonna light it up pretty good and try to.
Yeah, I would imagine we both got it on kill. So
awesome.
We're gonna see if we can take that. They ran 492 yesterday. We're gonna see if we can take that and put it in the 80s.
Woo! Getting spicy. All right. Well, good luck, brother.
Thank you.
That's it. Metal push.
But Philip Francis is
493 has got to be feeling pretty good.
It felt good. I really couldn't tell the difference between that and like a 5.0 pass.
Yeah.
But it felt very good and it went very straight, which is what I was happy about.
So now that you've broken that 4-second barrier, where are you going with it?
I want to go pretty fast. I think it's very capable. We're still in a very safe zone for the motor and for everything. Ben has said that he really likes the data and that he's super excited because he said, in his words, it should fly. So we are kind of tapping the surface, I think, right now, and I think there should be a couple more tenths in it, I would think.
And what is your game plan for, like, when are you going racing then? Where are you going next? How are you gonna...
I would like to go to the Kentucky race, the ODSS, I think it's in Bowling Green.
Yep.
And I'd like to go there next, but if not, we will be at Texas Truck Jam middle of August.
So how does the setup and the way you guys do things from here at ODSS change kind of at Texas Truck Jam?
At Texas Truck Jam on Friday night, we'll have a top-end race. I'll determine whether I want to go with that or not. I'm not totally certain right now. I want to make sure I know the truck and understand it before I get it on some slippery surfaces. But we probably will be in it. The closer it gets, I'll probably want to do it. So that will be the first thing. And in that race, I will be taking off any weights that I have on the truck, which I have quite a few, in order to make the Pro Street class. So I'll be taking all those off and trying to go light, or maybe shifting them back. It depends. Sometimes we put them in the rear and try to make that rear dig in a little bit harder. So it just depends. So that'll change. But as far as everything else, there won't be any much difference at all. Maybe just some moving or removing of weights.
Gotcha. Do you think that with this and the way that it's working, that it's going to work well on those kind of, you know, top end surfaces, back half street kind of stuff?
That's what I'm not 100%. I don't exactly know yet, but I have a feeling it will. This is still the same chassis, even though we had to rebuild some parts on it. It's still the same chassis that did very well, and it was very competitive. Now we just have a little bit more power, so we've got to manage it properly. So get that managed, and I'll feel very comfortable going right back to it. And I think the way we've got it built now with the weights, we can move those weights where we want them. That's huge. That's very big, especially on your slippery, your no preps and things like that. So
awesome. Well, congrats, brother.
Thank
Hell of a
you.
weekend.
Thank you, man.
We will see you maybe in Kentucky.
All right.